taking on the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll... .25. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Rodgers now to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's not worry about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. On the move past the 40. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, 70 yards. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. He's on his way. Elijah Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that. And Charles, there he goes left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Rodgers going to shift them around. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I like the call. I really like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the red zone now, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Watson.
At the 17-yard line.
And Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Mecole Hardman taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 6. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing now is Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. It'll buy some time right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw, on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They run again on first down. Chubb. Well, he's free going of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, there's some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
And it's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. He's got the first down and more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. just get rid of him.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah,
they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Watson now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Open man is Uzama. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
16 yards. And the Jets 1st down.
Rodgers wants to change the look. Rodgers now off the play fake. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now 1st and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. A little jet sweep to start the drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he will have the Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the run to seal a victory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And the Jets have got it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You got this!
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his receiver Cooper. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.